Welcome back, JTO Boxers. Hope y'all having a blessed one. Whether you've been boxing 7 days, 7 months, or 7 years, sparring is an inevitable part of the process of becoming a more proficient boxer. Join me as I break down some boxing techniques I believe, if implemented, will take your next sparring session from a bloody nose and a headache to a flourishing of your hard work, talent, confidence, and composure in the boxing ring. My mission, as always, is to help aspiring fighters get hit in the head less and have their hands raised over their head more. If you enjoy content like this, or boxing in general, don't forget to like and subscribe to JTO Boxing. Lock in so you don't get locked out. Now let's begin. Alright, so right now I want to go over what I want you guys to do at the very beginning of your next sparring session. The first thing you should do as soon as you start sparring again is establish the jab. The one or lead hand straight punch is the most important punch in combat. Now, I'm not talking about a frame or a probing jab. I'm talking about a clean, effective one. Landing the one right away will set the tone and get your opponent's attention. It will reveal to you the range for the rest of your offense. Until you establish your jab, you won't feel like you're gaining momentum in the ring. If you're having trouble landing your jab, some techniques you can try is keeping your eyes on the opponent's chest, jabbing at the chest first, level change with the jab, meaning jab to the head, the body, and the chest, mixing it up in between. Feint before you throw the jab. That could be a hand feint. That could be feinting the jab before you throw the jab. It could be feinting the right hand before you throw the jab. It could be doing a foot feint. It could be doing a head feint. There's all kinds of different feints you can do to open up that jab so you can get started putting punches together. The next thing you can do is doubling it, throwing the jab twice. It's a lot easier to hit a guy when you're throwing more than one punch because he has an answer for the one punch that you throw. He might even have an answer for the next 2 or 3 that you throw. But when you throw punches and bunches, not getting greedy, but throwing, as long as there's nothing coming back at you, throwing punches, you have a chance of hitting them with that second or that third jab. Double the jab up and you might have a lot more success in your sparring. The final thing you can do while you're sparring to make sure you establish your jab right away is to aim where they're going, not where they are. So you see their head wherever it may be, you see their tendencies, where they're moving their head at. You don't punch exactly where their head is at the time that you fire the jab. You throw that jab with the intention of hitting him where he has a tendency to move his head when there's offense flying at him. You guys got it? Moving on. Ouch! Now here's some sparring footage in good quality from the brilliant James Toney in the second half of his career, sparring a pretty big heavyweight. But in boxing, skills pay the bills. And when you got skills like James Toney, you can spar gargantuans and, make it look like you're a Harlem Globetrotter. I mean, the skills are impeccable.
Work inside.
He's notorious for the majority of his boxing training to be sparring. More than hitting bags and all that stuff. I actually heard an awesome story about James Toney where he pulled his gun out in the middle of a training session and threatened to shoot all the bags off the chains down in the gym, probably because everybody wanted to hit bags and didn't want to spar. So the tip that I want to stress to you guys that I want you to do in your next sparring session is stay composed. Staying composed and having composure in the boxing ring is going to allow you to put rounds upon rounds upon rounds of sparring together in each session. If you can stay calm and not let your heart rate dive to like high and low so much, but just stay cool, calm, and collected and learn how to swim without getting wet in the ring by staying composed, that's what's going to allow you to elevate your game compositionally. Just Now this is James Toney sparring at his natural weight class in 1990 against Gerald McClellan. Two guys in their prime out the Kronk boxing gym. This is the type of stuff you want to be watching if you're on the come up, you know what I mean? Just super high level. Skills pay the bills. This is how you do it. One of the tricks I want you guys to try in sparring that you'll probably need to do at least once every time you get into that ring with another person. And that's slipping the right hand and rolling under the lead hook. So you're going to slip the right hand like so, taking your head off that center line. Slip the right hand. After he throws it, he's going to probably try to throw the hook at you because you're over here. And then you just roll underneath of it. Boom, boom. So I want you to really drill that. Slipping and going underneath the shots. But not only that. The point of this now is to take a shot with you while you're doing it. Slip, roll underneath, hook to the body. Slip, roll underneath, straight right hand. Stuff like that. But I really like that roll underneath, hook to the body, because you can slip, roll a hook, or slip, roll a hook and take an angle, right? Slip, roll, take an angle, boom, 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 right? And stay on a guy that misses. So while you're down there, why don't you step, take the angle, and rip the body while you're doing it? Slip, step. That second step is where the power comes. Slip, right? If you got to get wider because the guy saw it coming, it's not impossible. Push off the back foot, right? So you're going slip, like so. Here's us putting it to practice on the heavy bag. We're going to slip the two to the left if we're orthodox and hook them to the body while we're going around. So we're up here in a guard, whatever guard you like. Come on now. Something like that. Something like this. What's up now? Come on now. Come on now. Something like this. Come on now. Come on now. And slipping the right hand, taking the angle, throwing the hook. Slip, roll. Right? Work off the slip, roll under the hook. It's important, right, that you move with your feet in the proper position. Slip, load the front leg, push up here while you're moving your leg underneath. Be mindful of the arms. Here, me and a student of mine are sparring using only the lead hand. It's going to force us to establish our jab before we can get any offense started. Another trick or technique I want you guys to try the next time you spar, if you don't already do it, is catching the jab with your back hand. Catch the left jab with your right hand. Drill it with a partner over and over again until you can put that right hand up and catch that jab like it's a brick wall, stopping the opponent in his tracks. You can counter over the top of it or just smother somebody's offense. It can be very disheartening when every punch you throw is being stuffed by the opponent. You have seen examples of it in pretty much every piece of sparring footage you have seen thus far. It's a crucial tool in a boxer's arsenal, is to be able to catch the jab with the backhand. If you're not training it, you're going to be at a disadvantage when it comes to the early stages of your next sparring session. The next tip / technique I want to stress to you guys is punching and stepping. While you're throwing punches, hide the steps behind your punches. The opponent's not worried about your feet when the hands are flying at their head, so you can advance while you're throwing punches or create distance and space while moving backwards or to the left and right while you're punching, all at the same time. You don't have to be completely planted to throw punches, guys. Drill it outside the ring, drill it inside the ring. There it is. That's the slip roll right there. It don't necessarily have to be off the 2-3. You can do it off the 1-3 also. Always throw little feints like that to the opponent to set up your offense. Foot feints and level change feints. Stay relaxed and composed, guys. That's how you're going to really improve. Another thing you guys got to work on, if you're standing still in the ring sparring, is your weight distribution and your weight transfer between punches. That's good. Just keep popping the jab and breathing. Good jab, double jab, beautiful. Defense, move your feet, defense. Hands up. Next time you spar, I want you to try nice right hand. Not waiting for a receipt. Once you land anything of note, do not stay in the same position. If you're not moving your hands or your head, you are moving your feet. Dictate the rhythm and the pace. It doesn't have to be such a give and take. And what needs to be given and taken doesn't need to be punches. If you gotta reset to regain your breath, take a step back, take an angle, circle the opponent on his weak side, do what you gotta do, but don't sit there and wait to get punched back after you land something. How can you ever get ahead that way? For more free, top-tier boxing content and knowledge, follow JTO Boxing.